Guys, you've seen the Taurus Tx22 on my channel before, but this is their brand new Taurus Tx22 Compact. Let's get into the video. A couple years ago, Taurus came out with their plain Jane Tx22. I did a video on it and actually gave this pistola high praises because if you've ever shot one for the money, you really can't beat it. They're extremely reliable, they're fairly accurate, and they just feel good in the hands. Now, Taurus later came out with the Tx22 competition, did a video on that a couple of years ago. Well, this year, they've come out with the compact, and it's just like, you know, it sounds. It's the compact version of this guy. Now, they did change a few things on it. First and foremost, the grip is a little bit shorter. The barrel length, you know, is quite a bit shorter. And I have very large hands, okay? I've got, you know, big Sasquatch hands, but this pistol actually feels very good in my hands. Now, you don't have the 16 round magazine capacity that you do in the Tx22, and they broke that down to 13 rounds. So you're losing 3 rounds in the magazine, but it still holds 13 rounds. You can actually get a 14th round in there if you press pretty hard, but I wouldn't recommend it. I've just been shooting 13 rounds. One cool thing that Taurus did is they cut the rear slide out right here, so for your optic. In the beginning of the video, I was shooting a Crimson Trace Rad Pro Micro and has a 3 MOA dot, perfect for this little setup, but I'm gonna quit talking about it right now and I'm gonna do some more shooting. There are a few new features on the Tx22 Compact, and if you've watched my video years ago on the Tx22 and the Tx22 competition, the one thing that I praised this gun about was the reliability. Okay, the ergonomics is really, really good, but the reliability on this firearm is just amazing. I have thousands of rounds through my Tx22, and I think I have 3 malfunctions, and every one of those were it hit the primer good, the ammo just didn't go off, so I actually blame the ammo on that. But here is an original Tx22 magazine with 16 rounds, and it will fit like so, okay? It will fit like so, and it does work. It does hang out of the bottom, so if you have a regular Tx22, the magazine should work. So I tried it a few times off of camera, and we'll just see if it works on camera. Now, every video, I try to hit the 4-inch 100-yard plate. So way up there, this is not really a target pistol by any means, but let's see if I can hit it at least once at 100 yards. 4-inch target. There you go, third shot, 100 yards, Tx22 Compact. So yeah, that was the Tx22 magazine, 16 rounds. So here are the 13, or here is the 13 round magazine. Whew. She shoots, guys. She shoots very well. Now let's go over some of the specifics on this little setup. So what exactly did Taurus do to change these two pistols? Okay. All right, what exactly did Taurus do to separate the differences between these two pistolas? Well, if you look down, you can tell a huge difference. I already mentioned how the grip is smaller, how the barrel is shorter, but other than that, there's not a whole lot of difference with the feel of the gun. Now, they did lighten it up a little bit by cutting serrations on the top and also the side, and they did cut out the rear for your red dot. Now, they do have a rear sight, so you can actually co-witness if you have the right optic, but the regular Tx22 does have adjustable rear sights. The Compact does not have an adjustable rear sights, but the rear sight's nice. With the regular Tx22, you have a 3-dot sighting system. This one is just the front dot is white, and the other, or the rear sight here, is blacked out. And other than that, it's pretty much identical. Well, you have one slot right here for for a flashlight or a laser. With the Tx22, you have 2. Another thing that it does have difference is the whole top of the slide is cut out right here where it's ejected. With the TX22, it was just out of the side. But the serration cuts are exactly the same. It's ambi on both sides, just like the TX22, and it's just a hoot to shoot. So I'm gonna load up some more magazines. Let's do some more shooting. A cool thing that Taurus does with the TX22 is there's a little, I guess a little nut right here holding these threads or protecting these threads. It comes with a thread adapter, 1/2x28, so you can put a suppressor on there or a muzzle brake or whatever you want to put on there that's threaded 1/2x28. But now I'm going to shoot it unsuppressed, okay, and we're going to shoot some CCI standards out of it, and we're going to shoot some mini mags. So let's get loaded up here. Here's some CCI standards, because when I shoot usually in a video, a lot of you get mad that I only shoot suppressed. Well, I like to shoot quiet, but you want to see the pistol function and run and what it sounds like unsuppressed. So here we go. So ran the CCI standard just fine. And here's some mini mags. All right, let's get a little froggy here. Let me go out there at about 50 yards, 60 yards with it. See how well these sights are. Hit it. Hit. 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 100 yards. Hit. Well, I was going a little high there. See what this one. All right, let's go back to standard velocity with the original TX22 magazine. 100 yards. Ran fine. See, I think I got one more magazine. All right, here's some mini mags. All right, see what we can do here. Why won't it turn? I was hitting that plate, hitting that plate, hitting that plate. It would not turn. So if you're curious of what the Taurus Tx22 compact sounds like and how it shoots with just the open sights, there you go. Hitting a full-size silhouette target at 100 yards, pretty easy. But I think Taurus is going to hit a home run with this pistol. I don't know exactly what the MSRP of this pistol is. The TX22 MSRP, I think, is something like $349 or $350, something like that. I would see this pistol maybe about $20 more MSRP. Don't quote me on that. At the time of making this video, these pistols are not released yet. But I think it's going to be a little bit more just because of the machine work they have to do on this rear slide and also the cutouts. Now, 22 is a viable option for self-defense in some cases. Okay, we've had this debate many times on the channel. But, you know, if you have rheumatoid arthritis, you know, you have something wrong with your hands, you're not very strong, you know, have physical handicaps, most people can only handle the recoil of a 22. And now with a compact version like this, it's very light, very compact, and it will get the job done. Now, since, you know, Federal came out with a 22 punch last year, you have a viable use or viable ammo for self-defense. And the TX22 would be, you know, great for that. You know, 10 years ago, there weren't too many companies that made polymer 22 LRs. Now here lately, in the past 3 or 4 years, everybody and their uncle has a polymer 22 pistol. But you know, it's a great time we live in, and the Taurus Tx22, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, and I shoot 22s for a living, the Tx22 honestly has every option that you need, and usually $200 to $300 less than the competitors that are on the market. Now, saying that, at the end of the day, you have to make you know, your own choice, but for the money, for the reliability, for the ergonomics, for the accuracy, you cannot beat a Taurus Tx22, and I have been saying it for years. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can put them in the comments below. Until next time, y'all be safe and keep plinking.